Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Pastor Zeddy. Listen, we're out here in Clayton, Missouri, outside the Justice Center. You've seen the videos and the pictures that I've been posting over the last probably 25 or 30 minutes of the protesters here in downtown Clayton, Missouri. Just as a little background for those of you who haven't seen my other videos, Eric Gardner's killer, a police officer, was not indicted today after the world watched him put a man, Eric Gardner, in a chokehold. Clearly excessive force. If not excessive force, illegal force in the city of New York City. But they are not allowed to use chokeholds, but he did so. For whatever reason, the grand jury chose not to indict him, so people have taken to the streets. It was loud here, but my assumption is that things are quite louder, quite a bit louder is what I'm trying to say, in New York City. I posted a video a few moments ago explaining my disappointment with the clergy that I saw out here today. Mainly because they were not standing together with the protesters. They were making room, in my opinion, for the protesters to continue to be oppressed. They allowed them to do only so much versus allowing them to fully protest. These people were not out here trying to break the law. They were trying to occupy the streets for which they pay taxes. And the clergy and the police, to see them huddled up and planning together was disheartening, particularly when none of these protesters were trying to break the law in the first place. To stand with the police versus standing with the people, in my opinion, is simply unacceptable when the people are not breaking the law. Secondly, to my African American clergy, I am so disappointed in the vast majority of you that I've seen out here. What we saw tonight, and I had to back away and cry for a moment because it excuse my French, pissed me off a lot. What I saw was African American clergy here in three-piece suits, in your hats, in your long fur coats and wool coats and Stacey Adams and snake skins and silk ties and bow ties. Let me say this to you. This is not the time for you to come out and show how mega your church is, how much faith and prosperity has been good to you. You are here to stand together as a minister, as a man or a woman of God, and to stand in solidarity with these people, not to show us how great your God has been to you, because many of them are here questioning God's very existence because they do not understand and have not been taught that weeping endures for a night, but joy comes in the morning. They do not understand and have not been taught how a God that we say is gracious and loving and merciful will allow them to continue to be shot down in the streets. I am disappointed. I am angry. I am livid at what I have seen as a display of the black church here on tonight. My brother and myself and my husband are standing here looking as the people looking disdain at the clergy. We don't come out here in our collars. They want us to come out here in our collars, and some of us, we had them on the first night. But then we realized that it alienated us from the people. They know that we're clergy. They know we'll stop and pray with them. They know we love Jesus. But beyond that, they also know that we're standing with them as their brother and their sister, that before we were shepherds, we were sheep. And that even as we are shepherds, we're still sheep. But tonight, when the African American clergy of this city had an opportunity to stand with these people and to show them that they stand with them, that they support them, that they love them, we came out here and we displayed from my book what is some of the most despicable and disappointing and trifling and any other negative adjective you can think of behavior, because we still are out here thinking more of ourselves than we're thinking of the people. I watch clergy walk around the circle with the protesters but not raise their hands. I watch them walk around or march with the protesters but not lift their voices. They're walking out here to be seen so that they can go back and tell their churches, yeah, I went, but you didn't do anything. And what did you do before Mike Brown was killed? What did you do before Eric Garner was killed? I think for clergy, this is a time for self-examination, for us to begin to ask ourselves the questions. Why do we choose to come when we come? Is it only for a soundbite? Is it only for a photo opportunity? Is it only in hopes that someone will see us on our camera and pat us on our back and give us accolades so that we can hoop and holler over the pulpit about what we have done, what we're doing, and what other people should be doing? I'm disappointed tonight, and I'm angry tonight. The chant for Mike Brown was hands up, don't shoot. And simply for Eric Garner, because his last words as he was going down was, I can't breathe. The chant has simply been, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And that alone has brought tears to my eyes. To my mom, who's probably watching this, we'll be home sometime later tonight, but we're going to stand up out here and we're going to be the real church with these people. We're going to be the real body of Christ with these people, their hands and their feet in the city of Clayton, Missouri, in the city of St. Louis, even at the Ferguson Police Department, if that's where we end back up tonight, like we do on most nights. But yeah, food for thought. Food for thought. Y'all go down and read my post, the article that I shared from Tim Weiss that my mom shared with me. Food for thought, things to think about, and all that stuff. And from the Clayton Justice Department on Central Avenue in Clayton, Missouri, I say to you simply this: we'll holler back.